Thanks for staying with us. Joining us on the show from the Creative Solutions for Business Growth Africa is the host and convener of the event, Mr. Gbenga Adenuga. Welcome to the show. You know, coincidentally, we're talking about something I know you can relate to. So let us talk. We'd like to hear your thoughts on this issue of should ministers, gospel artists, be charging churches for ministrations. We've had different perspectives, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on it, especially because we know even you come from a gospel artist in the family. Your brother, Olekoko, composed and released songs that all of us sing on a daily. Yeah. But I seriously doubt if he gets royalties for any of these songs. So what are your views on how gospel artists have been appreciated over the years concerning their gifts?
Thank you, Mario. Thank you, everyone. I mean, I'm really, really happy to be here. And I've been listening. In all honesty, I don't have an opinion, and that's the truth. Because there are as many opinions as there are people and what you're going through. So I did gospel music, and I did it big time. But it was pre-social media era, pre the kind of organization and the structure that is coming into gospel music now. So we did it because we loved it, and we were not really paid for it. I mean, I wrote to, You Make Me Wonder, I Wonder, it's all over the place. You know, I don't have, I mean, people even use it without,
that you
know? Wow. So we grew up in that time, and we, unfortunately, it is what it is. The younger folks now are more daring, and things have changed.
Yeah.
I mean, I would go to church when I was singing and see the speakers bad, and I would change it. I bought keyboards for churches, I bought speakers for churches when I was doing my music. And that's why I said there are as many opinions as there are people. Right. And I don't want to take a stand. I can only talk about my own experience. Yes. Years ago, I was running these concerts in Ibadan, and it was the biggest thing. I had 2,500 people coming every 2 weeks, and it was a free show. And I went to God, I said, God, please. So I asked people, how do we raise money? I was spent. And people said, go and pray to God that He will send people to give you money. So I went to God and I prayed. And I believe God said to me, Gbenga, the people that you're asking to help you, what do? I said, they do business. And God said, what's wrong with your hands?
Your own hands.
That's my own personal. And since that time, I have been running my gigs myself. 99% of my money come from me. I've been doing business. I go to church today, I sing, and I walk away. I don't talk money. How much can they give me? Me.
But somehow God provides. But somehow God provides for you.
No, but he has a business.
Business.
So this is my, this is not a rule. This is not what people should follow.
It's not a rule.
But I would suggest, I don't look to people for money. I hate it. But I have a lot of service. I mean, I had a one-on-one with Pastor Ighodalo yesterday on my Instagram handle. That's Pastor Ighodalo, Pastor Itwa. And the first thing he said, did my people call you? Because we're on some deals. Two of us, I said, yes, this one called me, that one called me. We're on some deals together. Pastor Itwa Ighodalo. If you come to come and sing in his church, I can't ask for money. I don't need that.
They're doing business together.
Exactly. Yeah. So a lot of pastors I've been relating with, I've been doing business with them. I have personally grew myself from that space. I'm not, and it is not a rule. I should not be quoted.
This is your own personal journey.
I'm happy. I run my, I mean, we're doing what we says we tomorrow. I put in millions of my money in it, even though Providence is on it. But I put in a lot of my millions in it. My vision is to help people. And God has said to me, what's wrong with your hands? So God provides.
Working with the hands.
And God provides.
Fantastic.
And I will say this, God does not bless people. God bless the works of their hands. And that is very profound. But you might be like, what is this saying? Listen to me, no matter how much you pray, God bless me, you probably won't see anything. Okay. So for me, what I do is this. I do business, and every money I have, I quickly buy stock. And I leave the stock. When I'm broke, I say, God, please, let me sell. I guarantee you 10 people will call for that thing same day. When I was singing, when I was singing big time, I was singing Thursday morning, we're gone, and I'm back on Monday. We're singing from party to party all over Nigeria. I have trucks of equipment, I have equipment that can power a stadium. Anytime my money is going down, and I pray, I guarantee you, someone's great-grandfather will die. And they will come and sing. I'm not joking. Yeah. Someone will just say they want to do a party, and they will call me.
That's the provision you're talking about.
Exactly.
God always provides.
Yeah, so when I was singing, I was the first gospel musician in the new system that started singing at parties. Everybody said I was backsliding. Everybody said it's bad. I was singing everything. I sang at government events. I sang everywhere, doing my gigs, doing my parties. Laulu Benjo, you know him now. Yes. He's like a prodigy. All of them saw what I was doing, and they liked it. Laulu is a businessman.
Yes.
Do you understand? And I mean, he's built a studio like mine.
Yeah.
He would come to me and say, look at what I've done, and he'll go and replicate it.
Yeah.
Because this is what I believe in.
Right.
Business is for money making. Really, really, ministry is not. So,
Debatable, but
Your
That's why he said.
my own conviction.
It's fine.
People
It's
that call,
fine.
there are people that
Yeah.
call
Ministry is
themselves.
not.
I love that. I mean,
Ministry is not, business is. So if I need money, let me do business. If I'm going to, so I stopped doing music and I do day one and I fund it and I put it there and that's it.
every first
Every first day of the month,
month.
6:30 to 7. We do it in my studio and that's fine. If I'm ever going to do music again, two things can happen. It will be big time ministry. I will look out for people and it's going to be all free. Or it will be big time business. I'm going to compete with Davido. I'm going to do business.
Right.
Because
Okay, let's go back. But let's come to your
But it is
event.
me, oh.
That is you. Let's come to your event coming up tomorrow. Why did you think there was a need for a conference such as this, and what exactly is your objective for this conference?
Okay, so this is not new. I've been doing this forever. I mean, I started in 2019. Why do I think there is a need for this? A lot of young people are into business and they're not informed. So, and people go to school and they don't learn. They go to school but they don't learn. And I found out that there are a lot of things that people have learned on the streets. Streets is not a place, it's a mindset. So people have learned a lot on the streets doing business, and through storytelling, through mentorship, we can actually impact people. So it's a gap. It's a gap that if we don't bridge, we're going to be lost completely. I looked at Nigeria. There's so much to say. I was coming in recently from somewhere, and I mean, outside the country, and I used a bathroom in a lounge. And right in the bathroom, I was saying to myself, who did this to Nigeria? Because Nigeria is just
As blessed.
I mean, and so so much is happening, but people are not getting it. A lot of people are into business. 2 days ago on my Instagram live, I said, we'll give 20K to anybody that can answer 4 business questions right. So the first person came, got it right, gave 20K. The second person came. We asked one girl, she's a business owner. We said, what department is responsible for operations in the business? Sales, operations, blah, blah. He said sales. And she owns a business.
Could
You
you be?
understand? So we're at a state. And I wonder what the big boys, what the billionaires are doing. We're at a state. We're giving 250K out to between 5 and 10 people at this event as a booster grant. Part of the funds coming from my pocket and my friends, it's friends and family kind of a thing. And I wonder what the big boys are doing.
Okay, let's get a few more questions in for you. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm curious now. I'm like, so you're saying that there's a gap in mindset, in education, in experience. What exactly are we? Can you give me like specifics? Is it that people are not educated enough? Is it that they are not? They've learned some things maybe traditionally or culturally that is limiting us. What exactly are you trying to feel?
Okay, I'll tell you what. A door, ordinary doors, anywhere in the world, there are specifics and there are standards. Doors, when you're building houses.
Yeah.
In Nigeria, we have varied our standards.
Yes.
So a young child doesn't even know how a door should look like because he has seen all kinds of standards all over the place. And these standards can't get the results that is required for good life, for right living. So if people don't begin to stand up and talk about these standards and tell a child that this is how to actually live, then it will be lost completely. We're near that. We're losing everybody. We're losing, our standards have been varied. In business, everything.
So you're talking also values?
Absolutely.
For life?
Values. Values in business. Business is so core to life. I mean, we're talking about, it's core to life. This is business. Our life is about business. If the values that surround the business is warped, our living is warped. There's nothing you can do about it. And that's where we are.
So this morning, in my banter, I spoke about how one of my former staff that I had to fire was just constantly lying and trying to dupe people, and just a young girl that I feel like she's smart, like your entire life is ahead of you, but she's caught in this space of trying to blow quickly or, make it happen, scam. It's just weird. And when you were talking about how we are redefining the doors, which is, I think you're trying to just paraphrase. When somebody comes to this program, this conference that you're putting together, what are you hoping will be the change that happens in their lives?
Straight away, mindset. Mindset. So we're bringing, I have Tan Washiru, she's a Marine. US military person, but she's Nigerian. I have Ife Fashola, she's an investment banker. You know, Diolu Akemi is a businessman, went to school together. He lost his business a few years ago, everything burnt down.
Completely.
But he picked it up. So we need to hear those stories. Our house got burnt in 1987. All we had was school uniform, and we started over again. So I was with ID Kabasa recently, and I said, when I'm almost broke, he said, Gbenga, you cannot be broke because you have the power to create wealth, and that is the truth. I've been to different countries, I've lived in different places, and it's been the same. I would get there, I would make it, and I realize that, hey, what am I even looking for? And I'll come back to Lagos. Because, hey, it's the same thing everywhere. It's flat. If I'm a lion in Nigeria, I'm a lion in the UK. Yeah. If I'm a lizard here, I'm a lizard there. So there's nothing I'm looking for anymore. So it's just the mindset. What we're trying to appeal to is mindset. How are you thinking? Right. How are you thinking?
And mindset is a big one. We're all trying to change it somehow. That's what we do here on a daily basis, just getting people to think beyond themselves and think outside the box for better growth. But there are a lot of rich people I've paid attention to. They don't start out listing out 71 ways to success. When they get to success, then they look back and like, okay, these were the things I was doing. And for them, they are foundational things, foundational ethics that like refusing to quit, you know, being excellent in everything you do. They are very foundational ones. But in their story, there are also different things which has to do with your different personalities and temperaments. Now, when you talked about the standard, I was wondering, is there like one cap fits all kind of standard? Or can you as individuals begin to create your standards in line with those foundational ethics and still be successful?
Right. So, you're right. And that's why we bring that's why we're bringing stories. And so what CSBG is about is we foster business successes using entertainment, events, and all non-conventional approaches. I mean, the idea is this. People have stories, just like you said, and they're strong. So one of the things I'm talking about is document your process and articulate it. You can, and that's, for instance, we talked earlier and I said, this is me. I can't make it a rule. But if you want to pick anything from what I've gone through, please do. Because these things are strong and they can deliver you. But I would not, because it's also different. The background is different. But one thing is this, we all know that we should not lie. We all know that we should not deceive people.
Right,
we all know that we should do, I don't know if we have time, but something happened to me that changed my life when I was younger. I got a deal. And I went to my pastor. I gave him some money, it's a lot of money as a tithe. And I said, pray for me that this kind of deals will continue to come. And my pastor walked away. I opened my eyes and he's gone. And I ran after him and said, Pastor, you're not praying. He said, I'm not going to pray. I said, why? I said, I know they will call you back for this kind of job. I said, why? He said, you don't compromise your standards. He said, if I prayed for you, you will think I'm the one that made it. You think it's prayer. But it's not prayer, it's a work. I did that job. If I tell you figures, you will freak out. It's like collecting a job of 1 million naira and having 10 naira left after doing the job because I put all the money in it. I was sad with my 10 naira. I was moving out. They called me back. They paid me another 10 million for the next 2 days. And for 5 years, I was called to do that job. I did 90% of that job at the State House of the Villa. Just because of what? I did not compromise on my standards. And my pastor didn't pray. So I was freed from that thing.
Thinking it's prayer.
Mindset. So we need truthful people. We need pastors that will tell you the truth. He said, Gbenga, they will call you back. Don't worry, leave my prayer alone because you don't compromise your standards.
It helped you to see the part of the story that was the real key, not the prayer, but your diligence. And that's why you should attend.
That's a powerful.
And that is what CSBG is about. People are broke, but they are praying. People are broke and they are praying. The other day there's too much for me.
Because of time, let me just tell us the theme of your event, the day, the time, and where we can attend. Is it free? I hope you're not charging for it though.
Well, I'm not charging. It is the theme is rethink, realize, and redirect. It's called CSBG Africa, Creative Solutions for Business Growth. The focus, of course, I mentioned that. It's on Saturday, the 10th of June.
That's tomorrow.
And it's at 11 o'clock. And we're going to start in Jesus' name at 11 and end either 2 or 2:30. We're not going to waste your time. And of course, we're giving booster grants to people. So we're also recording like a TV show, like the Dragons and format people will come and pitch their businesses, and then we'll do like quizzes, and then we're going to give them grants. But we're going to be sure that they're using the ground for what they want. So if there's a cameraman that needs a lens and he says that's what's needed, we're going to buy the lens for him.
Okay.
We'll make sure that the 250
Venue?
is not wasted. Venue is Muson Center.
Oh, nice.
Right.
Fantastic. So
We're
11
supposed to be at
o'clock.
our studio, but we got oversubscribed. So we moved to Muson Center.
Nice, fantastic. Well done. Wishing you all the best on this. We just hope
Thank
that. I like that. I like the conversation. I like the fact that you want people to understand that they also have a role to play in what they're doing. People just always, we kind of hand over the work to either the pastors and just God to do. When you know that He has blessed you with hands to work. And I like what you said, that God doesn't bless people, He blesses the works of your hand.
We need to hear that
We need
more.
to sink that in. That it's not you. We're all blessed. But he's going to bless the work that you do. I think that's powerful.
That's too much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gbenga. Is there any final words? Because you're looking at your watch as if you have time.
Yeah.
Let me give you 30 seconds. Any final thing you want to say?
Don't stop, just keep moving.
Yeah.
That's all we can take on this week's edition of Your View. The whole of next week, we're celebrating.
Your
We'll
View
be pushing
again.
our celebration for May 29th because Your View
Yeah.
was actually 10 years old, May 29th. But because of inauguration, everything, we had to move it. But by God's special grace and mercy,
All through next
the whole of next
We are
week,
shutting it
Monday through Friday, by God's special grace, we're shutting it down on television. We're celebrating. We're talking about it.